Welcome to this miles by foot tour of Pittsburgh International Airport, code PIT. PIT is Pennsylvania's second busiest airport, behind Philadelphia, located 13 miles west of downtown Pittsburgh and only 18 miles from the border with West Virginia and Ohio. It's the 48th busiest airport in the U.S., with the closest larger airport being Cleveland, a 2-hour drive away. Pitt's 70-year history is dotted with technological firsts and economic ups and downs, while its growing airline service, intriguing art, and distinct design make it memorable for residents and visitors alike. Let's explore. Arriving and parking at Pitt is straightforward for frequent travelers, with several lots with different prices and corresponding distances to the terminal. There's also a gas station and convenience store along the perimeter loop around the airport. Frequent shuttles are available from all parking areas except the economy lot. Guess where I parked? In the middle of Pitt's parking lots stands a 4-star Hyatt Regency hotel, complete with its own parking area and event spaces. If you've got an early morning flight or a swanky event, you can't beat the convenience. Pitt features a unique physical connection to the hotel, a covered, moving walkway stretching a quarter mile out from the terminal, with several places to enter along its length and walk directly into the terminal. Pitt features nonstop service to over 60 destinations in the United States, Canada, and Mexico across 13 airlines, with more in the pipeline coming this year, and many more international destinations returning as well. Whether you're dropped off at the upper level or you walk in from the walkway, you can find the departure desks for your airline in one direction or the other, Southwest and American to the left, and all other airlines to the right. After checking in upstairs, you'll do something unusual for an airport this size. You'll go down to security on the ground floor. That's because at Pitt, you take a half-mile-long underground tram to the gates after clearing security. At the time the tram was opened, it was one of the first of its kind. After a 90-second ride, you'll arrive at Pitt's single airside terminal. Built 30 years ago, this X-shaped terminal was also one of the first to feature this design. This clever terminal layout means short walking distances to any gate, no longer than 1/3 of a mile from the terminal's center core, or 2/3 of a mile from the terminal's farthest gates. The concourses are arranged clockwise, A through D. Concourse A, on the terminal's northeast side, features 26 gates, serving United, Southwest, Air Canada, and Boutique. United currently serves these hubs, with its once daily service to San Francisco resuming in September 2021. United also offers service to Charleston and Hilton Head in South Carolina, Pensacola, and Portland, Maine, each with around 3 flights a week. Southwest boasts over 150 weekly departures in the summer, serving 17 destinations. Most of these departures travel to their hubs and focus cities, but they also provide daily service to Sarasota, Myrtle Beach, Phoenix, Atlanta, Las Vegas, and St. Louis. They offer weekly flights to Dallas Love and Houston Hobby, their other hubs, and once again, Cancun. Pre-COVID, Pitt featured nonstop service to Montreal and Toronto aboard Air Canada. Service to Toronto will return August 1st, 2021, with 4 daily flights, with daily Montreal service returning in September. Concourse A also features a special area for travelers with sensory sensitivities called Presley's Place, located at Gate A9. Boutique Airlines, a regional propeller airline, flies a twice-daily service to Baltimore via different cities in Pennsylvania. Currently, they connect in Altoona. I flew with them on my visit to Pitt, so be sure to check out that video here. Concourse B, on the southeast side of the terminal, is home to American Airlines, Spirit, Allegiant, JetBlue, and Alaska, as well as Southern Airways Express. American Airlines and its predecessor, U.S. Airways, have a complicated relationship with the airport. See, Pitt became a hub for U.S. Airways in the early 90s. The terminal building you see today was funded by and built specifically for U.S. Airways to support their new hub, hence the design's emphasis on easy connections and short walks. However, in the early 2000s, U.S. Airways' finances deteriorated, and American Airlines acquired them in 2004 after the former declared bankruptcy. During the restructure, American Airlines made the difficult decision to shutter the hub at Pitt in favor of Philadelphia. Already hit hard by 9/11's impact on travel, this decision cut traffic from the entire airport by a third over the next 3 years. Nevertheless, American Airlines still has more departures from Pitt today than any other airline, fully 1/4 of the airport's traffic. They serve several of their hubs, including, ironically, Philadelphia, as well as additional service to LaGuardia and Raleigh-Durham. Suspended routes to their hubs at Phoenix and JFK will return in August of 2021. American still maintains an Admiral's Lounge at the airport, located upstairs in the central core. Low-cost carriers Spirit and Allegiant are growing rapidly at Pitt. Spirit currently offers 8 destinations, with their primary services to their focus cities Myrtle Beach, Orlando, and Fort Lauderdale. They also offer multiple weekly services to Fort Myers, Las Vegas, Tampa, Los Angeles, and 3 weekly flights to Cancun. Allegiant offers travel to 14 destinations. Starting in August, service to Phoenix Mesa will resume, and they'll also begin testing an experimental route to Rapid City, South Dakota, near Mount Rushmore. JetBlue and Alaska Airlines connect their hubs to Pitt via Concourse B as well. Alaska Airlines flies to Seattle on a once-daily morning flight, and JetBlue flies to their hub in Boston. JetBlue is adding service to 2 of their focus cities, Fort Lauderdale and Palm Beach in Florida, starting in October. Along with Boutique, Pitt is a focus city for another regional airline, Southern Airways Express. Southern connects Pittsburgh and Washington Dulles by way of 4 regional destinations, which include Bradford and Du Bois in north-central Pennsylvania, and Lancaster, as well as Morgantown in West Virginia. I flew to Pittsburgh from Washington Dulles, and you can catch that video on my channel too. Concourse C typically hosts international carriers, such as British Airways and Condor, and its current use is for the occasional international flight and for charters. Pitt lobbied hard for its London Heathrow service with BA over the years, but it won't likely return until 2022 at the earliest. Concourse D features 14 gates, the majority of which are occupied by Delta. Delta maintains only a few routes through Pittsburgh, but they're all high volume, with several daily flights each, including Atlanta, Detroit, Minneapolis, LaGuardia, JFK, and Boston, with their daily service to Salt Lake City set to resume soon. Low-cost carrier Frontier Airlines flies 5 times weekly to their hub in Denver, as well as a twice-weekly flight to Orlando from the end of Concourse D. There's a new airline coming to Pittsburgh called Breeze Airways, and it's not just new to Pittsburgh. This low-cost carrier started flying in May of 2021, and they've planned 4 destinations with several weekly flights along the Atlantic coast to start in July: Charleston, Norfolk, Hartford, and Providence. I'm not sure what concourse they'll use, but Concourse D seems a reasonable guess given the Embraers they use and currently available terminal space. Pittsburgh's airport has more that makes it unique besides its wide range of destinations, including their MyPITPass program. If you're old like me, you'll recall that before 9/11, members of the public could go all the way up to the gate, provided they go through what was then much less strenuous security. I know I did it all the time with family to meet my frequent flying mother after a long trip. Security regulations after 9/11 restricted airside access to passengers only, but in 2017, Pitt became the first airport in the United States to allow pre-9/11 access to the public. While this program and others that followed are currently suspended nationwide in the wake of the pandemic, it will likely return soon. To access ground transportation upon arrival, take the underground tram back and follow the signs. Both the baggage claim and the ground transportation can be found at the ground level. Pittsburgh supports several of the most prominent rental car providers, and you'll start the process between the 2 baggage claims. From there, you'll exit on the west side of the terminal, and depending on your car rental company, you'll access your vehicle in the main parking garage. Carefully cross the street when you exit and check the stair numbers on the other side for your rental car provider. If you're not getting picked up or not renting a car, exit on the opposite side of the terminal for taxis and shuttles. From here, Pittsburgh provides city bus service on the 28 Express, which runs an express route downtown at the top and bottom of every hour, and the ride takes about 40 minutes. This tour may be a relic before long. Pitt and its tenants are currently investing in a nose-to-tail renovation of the entire airport plan, including a brand new terminal and demolition of the tram, and new outdoor spaces to reduce indoor crowding, a smart solution to address social distancing. The renovation was already scheduled, but has changed significantly to incorporate post-pandemic design elements, and it's now slated for completion in 2025, the first major change to the airport in over 3 decades. On the outside, Pittsburgh's airport is shaped by old decisions, paradigms, and alliances, but it's in the airport's DNA to innovate. With such a large variety of destinations and a proven willingness to experiment, Pittsburgh's airport offers plenty to see today and even more to explore tomorrow. If you liked this tour, please consider subscribing to Miles by Foot. I'm finally back in the air, so new videos will be coming out every 2 weeks on airlines and airports from around the country. Once again, thanks for watching, and keep moving forward.